What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. So P, who is the secretary and underboss for Smack, Beasley, and Chico, he actually the one who took Norb's spot. He handled all the affairs that Norb's once handled, and plus a little bit more. He is the direct contact to Smack, Beasley, and Chico. And he took to Hip Hop is Real to address the current situation that's going on with them not paying certified shooters his money for winning the Ultimate Madness 2 tournament contest that he won. And he wanted to address some things. So he was interviewed on Hip Hop is Real about this. Shouts out to Knowledge. I would say that to Knowledge, but he rarely do this, but for the first time in a long time, he actually asked the right questions and really put P on the spot. But P, I can't play the whole interview, so go to Hip Hop is Real and check out the interview. But I wrote down some of the things that were said I want to address, but I want to play a specific part in this right here that he said. I want to play this part right here where he self-admit the situation, and this should have been the end of the discussion after this. But let's hear.
Shooter won the tournament fair and square. There's no debate, right? Shooter didn't get paid yet. Shooter should have gotten paid, right? But the discrepancy was what was the dollar amount that he should have gotten paid, right?
Okay, right there. No, that shouldn't even been a discrepancy. Period. You out of your own mouth. He won the tournament. He should have got paid. He should have been paid. But we was having a problem with what he should have, what he should have got paid. Cause he won 2,500, but we didn't say 2,500. Man, it don't matter. Pay the man. Whatever you were going to get a man, pay the man. Y'all have yet to pay the man. Okay. Then later on in this interview, this is what P ended up saying. P ended up saying later on in this interview, P ended up saying that he told Certified Shooter when Certified was asking him about the money, his money he won. He told him, like, okay, look, let me get some things situated and I'll get back to you. He said, then after that, that's when Certified Shooter, I guess they were taking too long. So he started coming to people like me and other bloggers, you know, to get his story out there of what they had done to him. But that's not what Certified Shooter said. Certified Shooter had this to say about what was his reason for coming to people like me, you know what I'm saying, to get his story out there. An angry fan because of this reason.
Like I never went through nothing where it was like you had to chase the bag. Like I want the tournament. I want all of that. Where's the verified cash check? Where is all of that at this point, right? He said, just leave it alone and count it as a loss. And at this point, I'm really hurt.
You heard that? They told him to just leave it alone and count it as a loss. When he was asking, where's my verified check I was supposed to get for my caffeine channel? And that's why he got this up here showing he haven't received the blue check that he was supposed to won also. And where is the money I won? They told him to count it up as a loss. Basically, you ain't got nothing coming. Let's listen to that again.
Right. He said, just leave it alone and count it as a loss. And at this point, I'm really hurt. I'm not trying to show it in the car with my son in the car. But I'm hurt.
Because they trying to play you.
So I'm like, dang. Okay. All right. So that's it. He's like, yeah, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you know, might as well cancel loss, you know. I'm sorry. So I was like, what is second picture about? He's like, look, that second picture was, you know, us not receiving the traveling expenses to get to where we had to go. And they still haven't even gave it to us. They haven't gave us the money for that.
So right there, they told him to chop it up and count it as a loss. You ain't got nothing coming. That's when he went to me, an angry fan, because of reasons like this. He know he being played. They trying to play him. Because again, they believe you being around us is a reward in itself. That's what they basically trying to do. That's what they basically doing. So who do y'all believe? Do y'all believe P, who's saying, let me get some things taken care of and I get back to you to get you your money? Or do it seem like he telling the truth when they say, hey, just chop it up as a loss, just count it up as a loss, and just go about your bid? I would have to believe certified shooter have to be telling the truth. Because we 3 months in and he still haven't got his money. Even though now, since we didn't put pressure on them and threatened to remove ourselves from the app and the caffeine, now they saying they got $1,000 for him. They're trying to meet him halfway. They got $1,000 for him. You should have gave him that in the very beginning. Then he said this. P said this. Now keep in mind who P is. P is the secretary, basically. If you want to get to Smack, or Beasley, or Chico, this is the guy you have to go through. You have to go through this guy right here. This is the guy you go through. He took North Place. You got to go through him. I know this for a fact also. So he is their direct secretary. And he handled these affairs. And he was the one that was hand selecting all up to be in the tournament. Okay? Now, according to him in this interview, he said they was having a misunderstanding between the URL and Caffeine on who actually was supposed to have been coming out of their pocket to pay the people. This is what he's saying in this interview, which is stupid. Because if y'all already establishing a cash prize, then you already letting it be known who it is that's coming out of their pocket. You can't say we having a cash prize tournament, but Caffeine haven't agreed to the cash. So it would be obvious that URL had to agree to the cash in order for y'all to be promoting the cash prize. You can't say we having a cash prize tournament with Caffeine not having the knowledge of it. So they still go back on URL, no matter how you look at it. And then you got to keep in mind, the contest was going on for 8 weeks straight. So if the contest going on for 8 weeks straight, how are y'all still wrestling with how much the winner's supposed to get paid while this tournament is going on? How y'all still haven't figured that out yet? Even to when it get to the last 2, y'all still ain't figuring it out? Y'all ain't that incompetent. Claiming to be so wise and so smart. Everybody know if you're going to put a contest together, that's supposed to be established out the gate, even beforehand selecting anybody. But it was. And that's why they had already had it known that, see, y'all got to keep in mind, it was 2 tournaments going on, but they were the same exact tournaments. The tournament for the fans and the tournament for the bloggers. They clearly had the fan on there that the fans would get $25,000. That's what the fans would get from the tournament of the fans. The fans would get $25,000, and the first place would get $25,000. Second place would get hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Just want to make sure I can pull it up so y'all can see this. Cause the fans was supposed to get, okay. So the fans was supposed to get, okay, let me get here. Just so y'all can see this. We're gonna put this up so y'all can see this. We gonna get to the bottom of this. We're gonna stop all these games and these plans. We just gonna expose how fake they is with what they talking about. I want y'all to just be mindful of this and really, really pay close attention to this situation. Okay? So here's the fan bracket competition put out by the U.R.L. See the U.R.L. symbol and that is on there? Okay? So in this bracket, this bracket was to show what the fans was going to get.
2,500.
Right there.
2,500.
Ultimate Madness fan bracket win 2,500. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? They win 2,500 for the Ultimate Madness champion. That bracket right there. So the winner would get 2,500 for that. Now, ask yourself this question. I want y'all to really think about that. Now, here's another part of it. Now, check this out. I want y'all to see this right there. U.R.L. TV presents Ultimate Madness Season 2. Who you got? Compete and win cash prizes. You see that? Look at it right there. First place, 2,500. This for the fans only. Second place, win $1,000. Third place, win $500. You see that? Now, the bloggers are bigger than the fans. The bloggers are bigger than the fans. We the one that cover the whole entire events from beginning to end. If the fans are to get 25, if we not getting the same as that, we supposed to get more than that. They know that too. That's why they never let the bloggers know how much we supposed to be getting paid, because it was based upon who won. If you was a blogger who they liked and you won, I guarantee you probably would have got $5,000 or $3,000. You definitely would have got more than the fans. But if it was a blogger who you probably didn't like or want to win, you had these problems that we having right now with certified shooter. But let's be honest, people. You use your common sense. If the fan bracket, first place get 2,500, second place get 1,000, third place get 500. Shooter won the bloggers tournament. Nobody knows the fans, but the community knows the bloggers. We almost as important as the battle rappers, and most of us are more important than the battle rappers. Come on, most of us bloggers are way more important than battle rappers. A lot of the battle rappers, like I'm gonna take me, use me. Let's use me for an example. I'm on the same caliber as these superstar battle rappers are. Let's just keep it real. When they go live, I go live, I have more numbers than them. More people tune in to watch me than them. Only a few is bigger than me. Only a few. So a lot of us media are bigger than these battle rappers. A lot of us are. So with that being said, how is it that this brother win the media tournament and he getting the second place prize, which is $1,000, only for him actually coming on my show? See, I'm gonna say my show for this reason, because we stuck it to him so hard. Even D.I. the Henny Man did a blog talking about it. Like, yeah, I just saw you on the Battle Truth show, and yeah, I know you did, because of how hard we come. And we forced their hand to literally get the people around to say this. Hashtag we deleting the app. Pay shooter, hashtag pay shooter, hashtag deleted game. We deleting the apps. They draw their attention. Like, oh, we got to do something. And that was my point. You're going to pay him something. Now, even though I would say this, it wasn't said for the most part, what would be the prize, but y'all know what the prize should have been, man. So if y'all want to take that cop out and just get a man 1,000, okay. But you're going to give him something. Like we knew. So they didn't want to give him too little and they didn't want to give him too much. So they paid him in the middle. That's what they did. But it's shifty and grimy and it's dirty again, their affairs and what they did, man. I don't like stuff like that. I really don't like stuff like that at all. Then according to P, he's going to lie and say, well, you know knowledge. Now, you could agree to this knowledge. Like, even when you trying to get a hold to smack them, ain't they hard to get a hold to? And knowledge like, yeah, sometimes they are. But P, that's so stupid and retarded, and stop with your little weak games. You are their personal secretary. It may be hard for others to get in contact with him or them, but it's definitely not hard for you two because you handle all their business and affairs for the most part. You their secretary. So they know when you calling up pertaining to the company they running, which is a multi-million-dollar company, it's about business, and they definitely going to respond to you. We're not going to play them games. Hell, I didn't text Beasley a few times. He responded back. He responded back to me. So how much more you, who actually is this personal secretary? So stop with these lies. And you was the mastermind for the most part behind this. So you should be a man of integrity, and you should have been making sure this got taken care of ASAP out the gate. But you didn't. Brother. And I'm appalled at y'all business relations and how y'all handled this situation. But this was terrible, how y'all handled this situation. And then you paint this brother to be an enemy because y'all were trying to play this man. And you self-admitting out of your mouth he's supposed to been played, and y'all let it go this far like this. Brothers like me and Caps and other people from Certified Shooters, Deal Me Detroit, them, all them brothers wouldn't have got involved in this situation and things like that if y'all would have just took care of y'all business. Why did we have to come to this man aid? Why did we have to come to this man aid like this? That was shifty, grimy, and very dirty what y'all did to this man, how y'all handled him. And I don't like the disrespect. And y'all talking amongst y'all inner circles, talking about how slow and retarded and how off balance he is mentally wise. So that's why y'all figured y'all could do that to him, because y'all wanted to just play on his weakness, sort of. Which actually makes me look at y'all a different type of way, because damn, if y'all really thought this brother was slow or retarded or the disadvantage mentally wise, this is what y'all will do to a person like that? This is what y'all will do to a person like that. That's terrible. That's horrible. And it's weak. And it's very lame, man. And as men, I'm appalled at y'all. As businessmen, y'all are horrible. Parading yourselves as the most respected, talking about how y'all handle business, how you don't owe nobody. We going into the 3rd month, and this man going through all this stuff. Then y'all ban him from the U.R.L. Y'all some dirty dudes, man. That's why that empire is collapsing from the inside, because this is coming back to get y'all. Bad business and mistreating the people is coming back to get y'all. Karma is true. The Bible say from the same measure you give it out, it shall return back to you in like manner. Be faithful in the little things, that you may be faithful with the big thing. Because if you're not faithful in little things, you are not faithful in the bigger things. And y'all played this man the same exact way y'all played Norbs. Robbing people, using their worth, just robbing them in the long run. Terrible. Man, That being said, man, it is what it is. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment. That's a question. It's yours. Hit the link in the description box. Subscribe to Battle Truth. If you're not a subscriber of Battle Truth, join the Patreon if you ain't a member of the Patreon, man. These brothers, dog, just dirty, man. Just do some messed up things, man. And they played that brother. Wouldn't pay the brother. Now they paying them though now because they know we threatened the strike against them. Strike against them for not paying them. So they didn't want that to happen. So now they saying they're gonna pay him $1,000, man, for winning, but nothing else to do with this man. That's shiesty. That's very. This gonna be a stain on y'all for years to come.